Because obviously you don't listen when I talk nice.
That's right. I don't think you ever talk nice though, and
I
that's
always
cool.
talk nice.
No. Look,
There we go.
Right. We should, that's the nice part right there. Yeah, but we don't care what other people
When
think.
I'm in the ring, I don't fight nice.
Right.
I fight, but I'm not fighting.
Right.
See, the thing is, when you see me getting mad and turning up, it's never on the artist.
What up, world? What up, world? You are locked into another edition of Infinite Vibes. I am Moran, the man. My lovely co-host DJ B-Lex is in the building as well.
Yeah, we checking in. Be like checking in.
Absolutely, we checking in, and it's an infinite push-up. We had to leave the city of Atlanta, where I'm from, to pull up to my sis' hometown for an amazing event. We are in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Born and raised here. I'm super excited, man. We got
Why are you so
special
excited?
guests.
Why are you so excited? sis?
Because I'm a lover of like the history of music in general. I'm just super excited just to be here today because we got special guests. You know, it's I guess this special moment, like we never have legendary people just come into the city so easily like this. This is just, it's never been done.
We're in the presence, literally, of hip-hop
Talk about
royalty. Real deal hip-hop royalty. Somebody who has been inspiring us literally our entire lives.
Our entire life.
He's been raising us through the speakers and through the TV screens and through the DVDs and through YouTube.
Yes.
And he has his amazing wife with him as well.
Yes.
Well, the both of y'all, please introduce yourselves to our listeners.
Ladies first.
My name is Raquel Horn.
Damon Dash.
Welcome
There
to
you go.
Infinite Vibes to the both of y'all. Welcome.
Yes,
What's happening?
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So one thing about us, we always like to do a vibe check, mental check. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how are the both of y'all doing?
I say a 10 and a half.
You over 10.
Yeah. I'm living in my dream. I got to celebrate that.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mel?
That part.
Well, that was hard to, I would say, I'm out of 10 and a half too. That was, I can't beat that one.
Metro King. Okay.
Okay.
I'm absolutely there.
I love it.
I'm high off today. I had a great day, so
Yes.
today's just getting even better.
Why was
Talk
your day
about
so
it.
good? Talk to us, Mel.
I actually got to go to 2 museums today. I was at the Discovery Center, and I got to share my book with a group of kids, and I got to pull them away from this amazing kids museum
Yes.
and got them to sit down and listen to my book. And then I got to go to the Challenger exhibit, the STEM museum, and read my book for a bunch of kids from Boys and Girls Club and other parents that had brought them in. And it was just a great environment. And I was just really excited to be able to share the book.
I want to do something different with y'all real quick.
Come on with it.
I want to teach y'all how to time travel.
Let's go.
So I want y'all to get on the spaceship with me.
Okay.
We're on
And I want
Dame
you to
Dash NASA.
Rewind to 3 years ago, and we sitting on a stage with a therapist crying because we just lost a baby. After 7 months, a pregnancy went wrong. After doing IVF, and then us having to regroup, go to Hawaii, and dream about what the future's gonna look like. We're gonna do a TV show, but first we're gonna do yoga, get you in shape, and then
Which one of y'all was gonna get in shape?
her. And then we got a nice car, making sure she felt good.
Yes, thank you.
Shot a TV show, Health is Wealth,
Right.
and did a transfer, had the baby, and 3 years later, she and wrote the book, and we talked about what it would look like to have a child, have a book, to move as a family. And I highly doubt that she thought that when her book came out 3 months later, she'd be selling 60,000 books, and they can't keep it in stock, and we've already been to 40 schools,
Wow.
and we're doing it together as a family. So now I want you to be sad for us real quick, and then get on the plane, come back here now, and think about why we're saying that it's a 10 and a half.
Because y'all overcome a lot.
And now stay on the ship, go to the future, Dusko Land, Rise, the television network, a franchise of books, and also him being an adult, being able to benefit from this, and
Right.
so will his kids.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Now we'll come back to the present. Did y'all go for me? Do y'all understand?
We
how
100%
100%,
understand.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's the way you have to construct your own life.
Right.
You have to architect what you want, go to the future with it, visualize it, see what it looked like, then come back and say, this is what I got to do to get there, and this is what I got to avoid so I get there quicker. And then you have to celebrate when it happens. You got to celebrate your W's.
Yeah.
But when your dream dies, that's the best funeral to go to.
Right.
Why you say that? Can you break that down?
Because that means it came true, and now a reality.
That's a bar.
And now you have to dream bigger to keep yourself young.
Yes.
So the reason why I'm still here now is I ain't here talking about the past.
Right.
I'm talking about the future and the present.
Absolutely.
I'm showing you a television network with new music and new movies. I ain't talking about no old shit other than the fact to validate who I am now.
Right.
But I'm not going to be that guy that's be like, yo, when I was in high school, I was the quarterback. I ain't doing that one.
Well, one thing I really love is the fact that you always put emphasis on, I'm doing this with my family. I'm making money with my family.
Because that's
Can you
the
talk
dream.
about what that was the dream that you guys visualized when you had to kind of reset with everything, or how
Well-
did that come about? as
Well,
far
after
as-
you make a bunch of ungrateful niggas rich and they turn on you,
talk about it.
it's like, all right, why would I work for some dude? I'm a heterosexual man, and I love my family, I love women, and that's all that matters to me.
That part.
So if I'm going to pay that much attention to anybody, the only benefit that I can have is the fact that they with me, they my family, and if they rob me, at least my family still wins. And then I have to invest in myself, and I have to stand behind my own creativity. So when you look at that network, you'll see that 90% of the shit on there, I directed myself. So I respect the art. I'm not just going to exploit it. And I'm making sure we get all the money from the CPMs because you guys are smart, right?
Yeah, of course.
I know y'all heard this whole
And
rhetoric.
he's talking about the America New Network, by the way.
Network.
America New. But
Yeah.
y'all put your stuff on YouTube, right?
Of course.
Right. You know,
We slaves, you're right.
do you know how much YouTube makes off you?
We do not.
And where in the world does somebody make money off you but not tell you how much they made?
America.
Not my world. Not in America New.
That part.
So I don't live in old
You got a new America.
I'm in
I love it.
America New. So in America New, we get the full CPM, and there's a dashboard that's very transparent, and I'm busting it down 60, 40, 60 in the artist's favor of the full CPM.
Ooh.
With YouTube made $6 billion last quarter and only paid their content creators 100 and something million. That's basically saying
That's why I
you
burn.
make less than $1 off of every $600.
Wow.
And you're on YouTube talking about how smart you are, but you get some clown is in your that's not tough, got their hand in your pocket robbing you, and you're not even asking them.
Facts.
You know how you keep a slave a slave?
Tell us.
They
break it
don't
down.
even know.
You don't let them know that they're slaves, and they don't know that they're slaves. You keep them broke, and then when you give them a little oxygen, they think that you're doing them a favor, but oxygen is free.
Right.
Nah, that's real.
Kind
So-
of like what you said with the streaming platform with music.
That's what they do. That's called BPMs. So again, Spotify, all of them, Apple, you don't know how much they make off the ad, and they pay you what you want, and you don't even ask.
Right.
What kind of clown shit is that?
It's a lot.
That's sucker shit. But now that you know, what you gonna do? Come through to American Loop. But once you're conscious of being robbed and you let yourself be robbed, then you deserve it. And I'm not gonna be nice about it. I'd rather be, I think being too nice and not teaching is enabling.
Right.
You give somebody a hug and don't teach them, they going to jail. It's hurting them. So I'm not gonna be nice about the message, I'm gonna be clear. You feel me? Don't be a sucker.
We respect it because you're being honest about it.
And I'm not coming with just telling you the problem. Here's a solution.
That part.
Come on over to American New, but your work got to be good.
How does Damon Dash feel about how he may be perceived? Because one thing I can say about you, you always have been somebody that would just tell the truth. You know, case in point, your now infamous interview with the Breakfast Club. To me, you know, the way I perceived it, you were basically trying to encourage people to just want more for themselves. But head-ass people, they might not know better. They might be thinking, oh, he's trying to look down on people.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Does it ever appear that I give a fuck what anybody thinks?
That's why we asking you. That's why we asking
So, you know, when you're telling the truth, you don't have to care what people think. When your work is good, you getting online whether you like me or not.
Yeah.
So when I used to hustle, I didn't have to be nice to the crackheads. My crack had to be good.
Right.
And then they'd get online and I say, I'm not taking 5s, I'm only taking 20s, and line up neat.
Yeah.
So when your work is good, you don't have to lie.
Right.
When you telling the truth, you don't have to be nice about it. If I'm making everyone around me rich, I'd rather be the person that tells people, because sometimes constructive criticism, especially for men, is a trigger. So they interpret it wrong. I don't have time for that. Because you're sensitive, you'd rather not feed your family. You want me to talk nice to you and tell you something that makes you feel good, but it's going to enable you?
Right.
And we see it because of how you
So-
moving here in the city.
Love is telling people things that they don't want to hear.
Right.
When you hate somebody, you tell them that they're doing something right when they're doing something wrong. That's evil to me.
Yeah.
And if they're not listening, think about this. If someone's on a train track and there's a train coming, and they're mad at you because you're yelling at them to get off the train, and they're just going to get hit just to spite you, they deserve to get hit.
That's real.
Get up out of here.
Right.
You wasted my time.
That's real.
Because obviously you don't listen when I talk nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever talk nice though, and
I
that's
always
cool.
talk nice.
No. Look,
there we go.
Right.
Oh,
We
look
should,
at
that's the nice part right there. Yeah, but we don't care what other people
when
think.
I'm in the
though.
ring, I don't fight nice. I
Right.
fight, but I'm not fighting.
Right.
See, the thing is, when you see me getting mad and turning up, it's never on the artist. Ever. It's never usually from someone from my culture unless they robbing my culture.
Right.
Right.
I get at them, and I get at those that are robbing us. So I'm not going to be nice to them. And y'all should be like, I'm glad he's not nice to them because we are,
That
and we
part.
don't want to be.
Yeah.
So a lot of
love it.
times I'm flipping out because I'm mad about what they doing to my family. Because y'all got to internalize it because y'all depressed. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm watching 99% of the world take pills to get through the day because they can't dream and someone's taking away they love and what they love.
Right.
Right.
So I'm trying to, hate me, but love yourself. If
And
that's what it take, that's what it take.
Right.
And the more happier people there are in the world, the more happier people will be around my children when they're outside because they happy.
That's
And I
facts.
don't want them to be made unhappy by someone that has trauma that's unrecognized.
Right.
And that's also what's on the network.
Right.
There's Healing is Gangster,
love it.
which is therapy from our words, because black people don't get therapy. So the study of people don't come from us. So when we finally get it, we get the wrong therapy for the wrong trauma. So we need it from someone that has the same experiences as us, not someone that judges us. You ever been to a kid's jail or a kid's school?
Like juvenile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how they torture those kids?
Yeah.
Drug them up, put them back on the street with a 4th grade education. The recidive rate is 90%. It's a program. You understand what I'm saying?
It's kinda like the probation.
I go to this jail. I'm like, yo, how y'all got white women giving black murderer kids therapy? How are they not scared? How do they not judge them? And how do these kids not go back triggered? They ain't seen girls in years.
Right.
Why wouldn't y'all have some black men? You know what they told me? Because nobody black will do it for that price. I said, that doesn't make no fucking sense. I'll give you my therapist.
Right.
That's a fucking lie.
Right.
And they changed it up. There's one black woman there now, but I still don't make sense. You a therapist. You know how that's going to trigger a man, and you know it's going to scare a therapist into needing therapy. Yeah. Why would y'all do that? Because it's a program.
Right.
Most jails are independent sector. So it's just a hotel. So a hotel, you know what the worst part? A hotel is just meant to have repeat customers. But the worst part about it is every kid, every bed gets $1,250,000 a year and can't even afford a toothbrush or toilet paper. But they still get $1 million allotted per bed.
Damn.
It all goes to the drugs. It's called the CUT program.
That's crazy.
And you walk in, the kids is drool. It's torture. You would never believe they do this in the modern day world. And this is happening everywhere to our kids.
Right.
You know? So that shit bothers me.
Right.
I leave that jail in tears every single time. You know
Where
what I'm
is this
saying?
located, if you
in
don't mind?
Chicago.
Okay.
Interesting.
We haven't had nobody like this since Tupac. I'm not gonna lie, because like today's time, nobody in our generation is speaking how you speak. Like we haven't had somebody that cares about our people since Tupac, in my opinion. When it comes to like artistry and creative and music, like I just don't think nobody cares. It's kind of just like go with the cycle, go with what's been handed, and just do it. And then long as we get money, we okay. Long as we get some money, it's okay.
Well, that's what happens when you put someone in survival mode, take away their history, and never give them a visual of them or their culture winning. Don't teach them how to pass a law or keep no money. So that's a program. And again, I ain't gonna tell you the problem without a solution.
Right.
So that's why we make our own books, because I don't like the education. That's why we make our own TV, because I don't like the programming. I make deprogramming.
That part. So we got to ask your wife, because, you know, you are the one that's on Front Street with the books. How does it make you
You
feel?
pushing books instead of dope. I love it.
And what the best part about it is 2 of the schools I got kicked out of are now my customers. So we went back to my private schools that I went to in PS6, where I was in the principal's office all day. And the best revenge of getting suspended and expelled is come back and make them your customer.
Okay.
Interesting.
Talk about it.
That's crazy. Nah, I'm here for it. We here for it.
That's revenge. It's
How
like
you
we
moving?
win.
Revenge, and nobody died. So how does it
And
feel?
everybody gets better.
Yeah.
Right.
So how does it feel for you, knowing that you're the author, you're the illustrator of this?
Yes.
You know?
She's geeked.
I am. Well, like he said, it is revenge. So I had a learning disability. I had a hard time reading and writing until I was almost in the 3rd grade. And I was the kid that the teachers would never call on in class to read. I struggled with what was like dyslexia. And I was put into the same recidivism rate that he was talked about,
Right.
where by 2nd grade, if you cannot read, you are automatically put into a box saying that you will
They
be
build a
in
jail cell for you.
So I was put into that category, and the government then will share those numbers. So any kid that's by 2nd grade that cannot read or write,
They build a new jail cell.
they build
What?
jail cells for you.
That's how they rate. Because if you can't do it this way, you go into jail.
Right.
Period.
So
So they already label you as a criminal, like.
They just know the algorithm and the behavior pattern. So if
Mm-hmm.
you can't win in the traditional way, which is not our traditional way,
Right.
then they know that you're going to go to a life of crime and you're going to end up there.
Right.
And they teach you that, so you're used to it. So when the most scariest part of when I go to that kid's jail is that it looks just like a regular school inside. So why does jail and school and court and hospitals, why do they all look the same? Why is the lighting all the same? To get us conditioned for that to be our normal.
'Cause it's government funded.
Why you think they sit you in the school for 8 hours a day when the sun's out behind a desk to get you ready to break your back sitting around having a job?
Exactly. For 60 more
Why wouldn't you
years.
want to inspire a kid and have him learn in front of the ocean
Right.
or at a country club?
So
Why
for-
you know?
yeah. So for me, going back and being able to read to the kids
Right.
and show them that I couldn't read and write, I had this learning disability, is my biggest revenge to all the teachers that told me I wouldn't be able to do anything, and they are not authors, they are not writers, they are not illustrators,
Say it, Queen.
they
Talk
are
to
not
'em.
anything. They did not put books out, and they did not inspire me to be anything. But I knew that I could do whatever I wanted to do.
Right.
And so that was my dream, and then to be able to go and share my book with hundreds, thousands of students, and to let them know that they have the ability to not only be an author, an illustrator, astronaut, they can do whatever they want.
infinite.
And to just even question the idea of what is their dream. Dreaming is not something that we close our eyes and
Right.
we imagine. It's something that happens right now.
Right.
Damon comes in, my favorite line of all time: don't dream cheap, because it doesn't cost any money. Make it the most expensive dream possible.
Right.
It doesn't cost anything.
Right.
Dreaming does not cost a cent.
Yeah.
So dream expensive. So I try and instill that, and Damon and I go into the schools and talk to them. I talk to the kids. Damon instills that into the teachers and the administrators.
Right.
Because if the kids are not being challenged by the adults, if the adults around them do not have dreams as well, why
Right.
would they have dreams?
If the adults ain't asking you if you're dreaming, they not dreaming.
Exactly.
So I tell the kids, go ask them what their dream is so they could teach you how to dream.
Right,
'Cause
and
if you ain't
it's
dreaming,
a
you can't
selfish
teach me a
dream
damn
too,
thing.
because we want to make sure that in
If
order
you can't take care of yourself, you
It's
can't
an
take care of
identity.
nobody else.
I look at it like
Right.
identity.
If
You know,
just got-
they're teaching you to be somebody else. But if you learn yourself, kind of like what you guys are
Yeah.
educating people to do, is go find yourself, go be
Yes.
yourself,
Yes.
go love yourself, go
Yes.
explore it, and you're gonna be infinite.
so we
And
start off
and
with
go
affirmations.
celebrate yourself.
Celebrate yourself. Yep.
Right.
What he
we
said.
start off with affirmations. We tell the kids to dream big and to do whatever they want, because they can aspire to be anything. Me, I wanted to be an astronaut, and I tell the kids today I still want to be an astronaut.
And culturally, they tell us if we're telling ourselves we're great, we conceited and to be humble. Fuck all that. You're supposed to give yourself affirmations. You're supposed to tell
Right.
yourself
Every
you're great
morning.
every day, because if you don't,
Every day.
nobody else will. And if you don't think you're great, nobody will think you're great.
Yeah.
So affirmations are important. Brag all day long, but brag off things you've done.
Yeah.
You know, but tell yourself you're great every day and that you have the ability to do anything anyone else can do and more. Dream big, confidently, and unapologetically, and never be scared, because fear is the dream killer.
My favorite thing is to go into the schools and all the kids that want to be like athletes, and Damon always says this, is you don't have to just be an athlete, you can own the team.
Right.
Don't-
Let's
You know that
talk
one-
about
yeah, 'cause
it.
That's one
Let's
of
talk
your dreams.
about it.
One of your
yes.
dreams is to own an NFL team.
Why
It
is
was. Now I'm doing my own league.
Well, what do
Oh,
you-
let's do it.
Oh,
Let's do it. I'm
okay.
here for it.
Okay.
We gotta-
About
we gotta-
time. Let's go.
Well, you know, the thing is, you want to be able to live a life where you don't have to work when you don't want to. And when you work, you should be able to benefit from what you did years later when you're not working. That's
That
called
part.
residual income. But if you don't have your IP, then someone else will benefit from that. So basically, your IP is your master. Like,
Right.
you know, when it comes to your music, and when you give somebody your master, they become your master. Look at the words, master. How could you give somebody your freedom?
Same thing with sports, owner.
Same thing with owner. How is a grown ass man like, yo, you my owner? Especially when you look up there and nobody's the same color as you,
And they not working hard as them.
and you're crushing your brains. I mean, you're in there getting concussions all day, and you have to call somebody that runs your life, because that's how you get paid, your owner.
Right.
Like, think about the psychology in that. You could be sold and bought.
And it's a league, and all the leagues are leagues that black people couldn't even
And
get
look,
in at the beginning.
And then when you win, they give you jewelry.
Right.
Just like
Shit is hilarious.
It's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
same thing, literally.
just
Like, so in my
It's a
league,
distraction.
in my league, I'm doing, you know, we were doing a arena football league, but the way you judge who wins is not the owners, it's how rich the players are. And when you win the chip, you get a house, you don't get a ring.
Let's talk about assets. I love it. You said instead of getting a liability, you give them an asset. Why is that so important?
Because you can monetize it, you can live in it. It's something that makes money, something that grows without you having to work. Pause.
we would edit
some
all
water?
that. We would definitely. You need some?
Yeah.
I get my
You need some water.
Yeah, we'll be able to edit all that out. We'll be able to edit all that.
Yeah, I trust that.
He doesn't mind
You don't have to.
Okay.
Say less.
You just showed the real.
It's just so real. All right, cool.
I don't care about that. Niggas cough.
Right. It's okay. Look, it's normal.
Yeah.
But y'all done said a whole bunch of like affirmations in this whole interview, which is amazing. I think what you guys doing is powerful. And just on behalf of me and my brother, like, we're just honored just to be able to interview you guys. We were young watching you guys.
Yeah.
And to be
Y'all
here
still
today.
young.
Yeah, we're still young. But we was babies. Like, we was still babies.
I mean, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh yeah, you baby. I'm 52. You know, the thing about when
That's like, no, you lit. That's like, no, you lit.
I be forgetting. I can't believe I'm 52.
you stop?
Let me just tell you, you don't feel old when you're inspired when you're 52. You feel younger and have more energy than most of the people that are younger than you, because most of the people that are younger than you don't have a dream.
That part.
Dream keeps you young, it keeps energy, and you keep laughing, and you keep people around you that you love, and you really never age. You know, like, I don't have gray hair, I have platinum hair.
Okay,
You know what I'm
talk
saying?
about it.
You get vintage.
mentality, right?
It's a mentality.
That part.
Great mentality.
I love you guys together.
For sure.
Y'all so amazing. That's
And
why
she's
I made
Puerto
it.
Rican too.
Hey.
So I don't want y'all. I don't want y'all to be like, yo, that nigga got to talk all that black shit. Got a white girl. She's Puerto Rican. She's of color.
But can you be pro-black and date white women?
100%.
Okay,
But the
yeah.
white. I mean, I don't have a problem with. I think that you have to. You can't judge people for what their grandparents did.
Right.
And if you're like-minded, at the end of the day, the division thing is a strategic plan to keep us all fighting no matter what.
100%.
It's all about social class. It's 1% and 99.
Right.
And to keep the 99 in the 99, you have poor white people blaming poor black people for the reasons why they don't have shit.
Right.
And vice versa. But we're at war right now, and again, the most intelligent people would never resort to violence on any level. And we still do that. And more than likely because men run the world, and if women did, it wouldn't be like that.
Say it again. I always
Nah, that's
said
a
if women
bar.
were in the world, it would be totally different. Not saying it would be better, but just more so
you
less
know-
evil. I think.
Women,
Dudes are more physical and more triggered by things that are more ego. And women, because they don't have as much testosterone to build the muscle, have to be a little more tricky. So when Rocky's fucking with me,
Strategic.
she's very strategic about it.
That
So
part.
I know when she's fucking with me, but it ain't gonna be no average I'm fucking with you. It's gonna be like, you know, some shit that she thinks I don't catch.
That part.
And I'd be like, I know you fucking with me. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Like, move some shit and I can't find it and be like, yo.
Women do it
After
right.
we get in a fight and he stubs his toe, it's my fault.
She also she be willing that shit on a nigga.
Look,
It is though.
Girls are powerful. They create life. They God. You
No,
feel
no.
me? So you know you
say
can't.
God did.
Anything that could create
Door.
life, you can never think you better or smarter than.
That
Yeah,
part.
very petty.
Karma
can't-
is real.
We ain't pushing nothing out of our booties, pause, and holding
He
nothing.
said pause.
We ain't doing none of that shit. There's nothing else that we can push it out of. So,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, we don't have. When I see women go through once a month, I'd be like, I don't know if a nigga, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once a month.
It's tough, and we got to keep pushing.
And still be outside and deal with people.
Yeah.
And then have children and dudes get to run off and women have to raise them. Dudes ain't shit.
Hey,
Okay.
moment of silence for the queens. Moment of silence for the queen.
I was raised by a good black queen.
too.
I am
But
not.
but we
but
but it
That's
definitely
why
gave us
dudes be acting like girls a lot because the woman is the strongest thing that influences them in their life because the pops ain't there.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, that's real. That's real.
All right.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
we good. We
but
gotta go out.
We definitely got to wrap it up, finger. But hey,
Yes.
but before y'all do, before you leave, please give everybody your social media. We usually like to leave.
Dusko Poppington and go to America New Network. America Space NU Network is free. I'm giving y'all that pause for
And
free.
It's on all the platforms.
And if you
Apple,
got children, Applefish.
Google Play, everything. So.
And the
it's-
book is Dusko Goes To.
Oh,
And
you
your-
did
Dusko, but Dusko is the
very-
proper
Dusko is the
pronunciation.
proper
Oh,
pronunciation,
okay.
but Dusko goes to space.
Dusko.
Dusko
Okay.
is
As
the
a
proper
Slav-
pronunciation,
Dusko
but
is the
Dusko is where it was inspired
Slavic
from.
Hey.
pronunciation.
See, I'm
But
glad I
yeah.
got something right because
Yeah.
I'm country. I'm not gonna lie. I'm from Tennessee.
You just said that like you was from
Yeah.
Germany.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
said
I might got a little something in me.
For
you
sure.
know.
Dusko goes to space. It's available. DuskoGoes2.com and Dusko Goes To on Instagram.
And look out for
Raquel
Dusko Goes to
Horn.
the Sea. That's the next book.
Yes.
That's a little. Thank y'all so
Thank
much.
you guys so much, King and Queen. We love you.
Infinite
All right,
Vibes, Dame Dash.
Peace out. Peace out.